Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. This, once again, is the Robaer Report. This is actually a pre recorded show, uh, pre recording it prior to my scheduled 8 p.m. show. Um, hey, and so one thing I noticed, I got a communication from the streaming software a few days ago, and they were saying that they had eliminated the buffering. So I might not have any buffering anymore, at least on the recording. So, so we'll see how it works. I may be able to send them a communication if there is a buffer or if there's not a buffer. So once again, my name is Robaer. I'm the host of the Robaer Report, where I generally talk to individuals about their contribution to society. But lately, I've been just doing monologues or talking about an individual topic. Uh, Last week, I spoke about the Master Cleanse by Stanley Burroughs. I don't think I put part one on there, but there's a part one, and this is part two. Shout out to Black USA News on Facebook, as well as on YouTube, and shout out to the Robaer Report on YouTube. Those are three channels, two channels on YouTube, one on Facebook, where this broadcast will be presented. Today, I'll be going over the second part, well, what I consider for this stream, a second part about the Master Cleanse. As I said earlier, once again, my name is Robert, and I'm going to read out some of these banner ads. RSVP to blackpressmatters.eventbrite.com for bemorenews.com's 20th anniversary on December 10th at Nancy by SNAC. I plan to be in attendance. I hope I get me an award or something. I don't know what I'll be getting an award for. I'm gonna make some up. Just throw me some. I got that one award. It's always somewhere. I find it one day. But y'all have seen it before if y'all watching the show. Um, Another one is Murphy, Falcon, and Murphy. Joe Mann's Awards. Next Phase Cafe, 112 East Lexington. Michael Haney Enterprises and Commercial Construction. Uh, STEMCUSA.com. Robert Dashell, law attorney at law. Phone 410-456-8606. The Northwest Voice newspaper. Cadensville, Woodlawn, Randallstown, Pikesville, Owings Mill. Let's see. Got another one coming up. 41st annual Bia Gaddy Thanksgiving Day dinner. Bia/Gaddy.com, 410-563-2749, 425 North Chester Street, Baltimore. Better be there. It sounds like it's going to be a ball. Uh, BEYA 2023 National Conference, location Washington, D.C., Gaylord National Resort and Convention Center, February 9th, 2023 at 9 a.m. That looks like it might be an all-day event. What else we got on here? Let me see what else we got on here before I get into the show. Let's see. Okay. Give one to Donnie. Donnie Glover on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Also check out bmorenews.com and blackusa.news. Let's see what else we got. Oh, I like this one. Breaking news. We're here to talk about the Master Cleanse. You know, it's actually one of my favorite subjects discussing this Master Cleanse. Scroll this RSVP to blackpressmatters.eventbrite.com for Be More News 20th anniversary on December 10th at Nancy by SNAC. So I'm going to share my screen. Most of the day will be sharing the screen, looking at this document, the Master Cleanse. I took a few notes. It's only going to be because it's a 30-page document. I do suggest that everybody read it, but you know, to each his own. Read it if you choose. If you don't want to read it, that's fine. But I do say before a person, I ask people to take heed to this. Before a person decides that they want to do the Master Cleanse, I just really do ask, that you consult the wisdom in these 30 pages. I just really ask because is going to be vital to your life that you consult. What's going on? Oh, let me see. Okay. StreamYard. Oh, I don't want. Hold on. What's up? StreamYard is sharing a document. Okay, let me remove that and let me go back here. Stop sharing. Struggle stream, but I hadn't had no buffers yet, so it looks like StreamYard came through. This is a beautiful thing because I pay a lot of money for internet every month, and I get buffering. I'm like, that makes no sense. But I'm back. Yeah, all right. So of course you always got to share the title page, the cover page. I meant. So on this cover page, you'll see it's a faint tree, but it's a beautiful tree. Oh my gosh, it's a beautiful tree. Let me see if I can see if you see what I see. Yeah, you should be able to see the tree. If you're looking at this broadcast, you should be able to see the tree. It's real faint, but it's a beautiful tree. It's a beautiful tree. Um, Let me see. Exit full screen. All right. So I just like to let people show people that because I'm really inspired by this tree. Um, because what this uh, detox, the master cleanse, has done for me is that once I put these tools inside of my body, it's it's not so much that the tools. All right, a tree. I learned this dealing with mushrooms, and I'm not a mycologist, so I'm just going off of what I think I learned from some pretty high level people. A tree generally kind of heals itself, and any diseases that are in this tree, you see it come out in these lumps or growths on the tree. Well, when we think about mushrooms, people just think they grow. Actually, sometimes those mushrooms they grow because, especially when they're around trees, they're taking um, some of the some of the bad elements that harm that tree. The mushroom growth is because some of those bad elements have left the tree and they have to go somewhere. So after a nice rain, you see these mushrooms pop up around your trees. Not saying that mushrooms are bad. I'm not I like mushrooms as far as like learning about them from real scientists, mycologists who speak a whole nother language. It's English, but it's not English that you would understand unless you were in that world. So I like learning from them. Like I said, I'm not a professional in that sphere, but I do go and listen to the mycologists sometimes talk about their work and what's going on in the world of mycology. I don't consume mushrooms. I just don't think that my body would be able to handle it, even if I was surrounded by people who do consume or familiar with consuming or aficionados at consuming or lettered PhDs, mycologists who consume. I don't think I would. It's just not my interest. So with that being said, that tree, those viruses or problems that are going on with that tree, they kind of come down and grow up in the mushroom. Now that's one thing I heard. If I'm wrong, if somebody want to tell me, please do so. I'm open. So now we're gonna go to page of the doc. I'm skipping 10 whole pages because there's a lot of information. It'll take you maybe 2 hours to read if you speed read, maybe even 3. It takes me half a day sometime because I know I'm always missing stuff. So I'm gonna go here. The master cleanse or lemonade diet. So this is the point that everybody want to get to. The ingredients, what it's useful for. As you can see, I just skipped 10 whole pages. So the purpose, the master cleanse or lemonade diet, the purpose. Right here, there are 7 purposes. Dissolve and eliminate toxins and congestions in the body, cleanse your kidney and digestive system, purifies your glands and cells, deletes and gets rid of unusable waste and hardened material in your joints and muscles. It helps out your nerves, arteries, and blood vessels by releasing pressure. Areas in your body that are filled with pressure, it helps out with the irritation. It supports your healthy bloodstream, and it brings youth and vitality, particularly to your skin, which is your largest organ. You'll notice changes in your skin 4 days, maybe even 3, depending on how much mixture that you're consuming. But you'll notice. You'll notice it. When to use it? When sickness has developed for all acute and chronic conditions. Now, I think what I said this yesterday. I'm not a doctor. All right, I'm not a naturopath. I'm not a neuropath. I'm just a guy who's practiced this thing. And I've read this document numerous times, so I'm familiar with what I see on the screen. I'm not a doctor, so I can't tell you that it will help you out. I'm just going off to let you, those who are viewing the program, you're interested in learning more about it. The 30-page document will give you everything you need. And also, man, you can look me up, Robaer Washington at yahoo.com, Robaer Washington at yahoo.com, all lowercase, all one word, Robaer Washington at yahoo.com, all lowercase, all one word. Back to the show. When to use it? When your digestive system needs a rest and a cleansing. Look, that's one of the main reasons that I do it, for my digestive system to take a break. Overweight has been, if you have an overweight problem, it's really very helpful. If you want to build tissue in the body, is also helpful. How often should you do it? Say minimum do it 10 days. I guess I assume some people have done it up to 40, maybe even longer. I don't know. As I say, I'm not a doctor, so I'm not suggesting anybody do it one day. I'm just handing out information. And then subsequently, I talk about my experience. It says here the diet has all the tradition that you need. Water, cayenne pepper, maple syrup, lime or lemon. I choose lime. 3 or 4 times a year keeps your body in healthy, normal condition. And how to make it. So I showed the tools last week. Lemon or lime. Don't use processed juice. Use the actual fruit. Maple syrup. Grade B if you can find it, but grade A is great as well. 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, which you're going to approximately half a lemon. You be able to see that approximately half a lemon. Maple syrup, 2 tablespoons of it. And it's so good. You be after about 4 or 5 days, you be licking the spoon. You be like, you just enjoy maple syrup. To be honest with you, I can't really consume maple syrup. I'll go to full screen on this one. Then I'll come back. One of the things with this diet is that I have come to realize that I can't consume maple syrup on like breakfast foods. I can do regular syrup, but maple syrup for me has the taste is better for me when I am using it with the detox. It is so good. Let me move my microphone over a little bit. I might see got a microphone. I might hold my. Some people be holding their microphone on the podcast. I guess they'll make them look cool. Let me try that. But it tastes so much better when you use it with in the master cleanse. For me anyway. For others, I'm just giving my perspective on this. 8 ounces of water, room temperature. Sometimes I put I'll get to that in a moment. Combine the juice, maple syrup, and cayenne pepper in a 10-ounce glass jar with lid and fill with the water. Shake it up and drink. Cold water may be used if preferred. Use fresh lemons, limes. Don't use canned or processed. So this right here goes into, also, if you have access to fresh sugar cane, that fresh sugar cane takes the place of water and maple syrup. Now, fresh sugar cane, possibly available. I don't know. I've never actually thought about fresh sugar cane, but I'm sure it's available. And if you, pure sorghum is good too. You can use sorghum. I don't know anything about sorghum. I just use the maple syrup. So try to find grade B when I can. I go with the grade A. Let me see. Where was I going? Okay. So what I do is like the days before, because a gallon, which is a lot of mixture, you have to. I try my best to put in the right proportions. So I usually make a gallon, and during the day I use it. I also keep some supplies on me just in case my body has to release. Try to stay near a restroom, clean restroom. Keep all my cleaning supplies with me just in case I have to use a public space. All right, we won't go into no detail, but don't use your imagination, use your life. Put it like that. Um, so I keep it and I just sip on it throughout the day. Sip on it. I suggest that when you first start doing this master cleanse, you know what? I don't even know if I, you know what I had. I thought I had the screen had it back up. Let me put it back up. I suggest that when you first start with the master cleanse, that you, as a newcomer to it, do not because you if you don't know what's going to happen, it might freak you out. But what's going to happen is it's going to start working instantly, and it's going to start, especially after day 4 or 5. It's going to start removing plaques and other substances within your body. You'll feel it. You'll feel the stuff coming down. You'll feel it, and it's the mixture helps your body just process those things and push them out. Food the full period of the night. That's a highly relevant point. Don't consume any food. Don't get hungry. If you get hungry, don't. If you get hungry, make sure it's about day 3. If you do this for 3 days, learn the process of getting off the diet first before you start the diet. Because if you do it for 3 days, 1, 2, 3, your body is starting to notice the changes of you not having food, coupled with your body detoxifying itself by removing those toxins. Because you're going to feel those toxins being removed. You're going to feel them moving throughout your body. It's going to be some stuff that you've never experienced before, which is a beautiful thing. So don't eat any food. If you go 3 full days with no food, learn this approach to the master cleanse. Learn what is being suggested in the master cleanse first before you decide to undertake this master cleanse. And just read the document first. That's what I'm trying to say. Read the document. Don't eat anything. Read the document first and get a clear understanding before you go on. Don't go on this thing in haste. It can be it's vital for your health. Helping the cleanse along. And then, I've dropped enough gems today. So helping the cleanse along. So there's a laxative tea. I think I showed the tea last time. I go to the Indian store. I did. Another is internal salt water bathing. Now, when I first started, I had skipped the herbal laxative tea, and I always focused on the internal salt water bathing. Y'all, when people say stuff like, "Hey, if I'm ever in the ocean, I drink the whole ocean," foolishness. This thing right here is a quart. Drink it warm. Please drink it warm. Don't drink it hot. Drink it a little bit. Start sipping it a little bit above warm. Because by the time you finish it, which is going to take a while, and use sea salt. Don't use regular salt. So regular salt won't work. Use that sea salt, and it's going to push all the elements that sit inside of your gut out. If you do this, right here it says several eliminations will likely occur. If you do it, let's just say you wake up at 4:35 in the morning. Don't have anything planned for that day up until maybe 2 or 3. Because what's going to happen, especially if it's your first time, and I had another guy tell me this, I told him about the master cleanse. I don't think he ever did it, the complete diet, but what he did was he did the saltwater bath. His first experience was just like mine. He said after those eliminations, your body has no more energy. You're going right to bed for hours. Don't think you're going to drink that and be done. And if you drink it at 4:30, probably finish it by 5:15, 5 o'clock, because it's a little adjusting drinking all that salt. It's not going to harm you. It's not going to harm you. But what it is going to do is going to remove everything out of your gut, and you need to be close with your restroom, preferably in your home, for about if you drink it at 5 in the morning. Let's just say if you finish at 5 in the morning, let your family or whatever know. Try to go to a place where you're near a window and the restroom, because you're going to have a lot of gas come out. It's going to be horrible. It's going to smell like a septic tank. Just being honest with you. And when it's time to go. Don't think you're going to hold it. Don't do anything. And just sit there and just let your body finish. You'll know when your body's finished, because when your body's finished, you're going to be so tired you're going to be sweating. You're going to be leaning over. Your body's going to let you know when it's done. And when you get up, go and lay down. You're generally done when you're done. Your body will know when you're done. That's the extreme way. That's for those hardcores. I have personally come to like the laxative herb tea. One bag, one eight ounce bag, 1 8-ounce cup night before, one in the morning. Had a gentleman tell me that. I told him I used a saltwater bath. He said he used the herb tea. He's been doing it for a while. Excuse me. So I like to take the herb tea. Just a nice little laxative tea. It's clean. It doesn't knock you out where you're so tired that you can't be useful for hours, but it is going to flush you out. And on the last note about this, and then I will be done with the stream for today with this recording, the laxative herb tea and that internal saltwater bathing, it says it should be done daily. But there's no way you're going to do that internal saltwater bathing daily. There's no way. You're not going to do it. Your body's not going to accept it like that, particularly when you haven't had anything to eat in 4 or 5 days. Took 3 days. After day 3, no. But you still can drink that herbal laxative tea because it'll be water. It generally is going to be, sorry about that, my ears itching. Got a little, whatever. Generally it's going to be about 3 days. Then you'll be okay. Hold on, wait. After day 3, no more saltwater bathing. Start with the herb tea. But I do suggest that if you do decide to go on this diet, try the internal saltwater bathing. All right. So with that being said, I think we're going to wrap it up for today. I really appreciate your time with me today, learning more about this masculinity. Is it going to let me go back full screen? Let me see. Hold on, wait. Something going on with my stream. So I'm back. And once again, thank you all for visiting the Robaer Report. I really appreciate you all for this today. And until next time, they said the buffering was going to go away. It just popped up. It took about 20-something minutes, though. So, okay, I'll remember that. Thank you so much for your time. This is the Robaer Report, and I look forward to seeing you all next week, November 28th. And there's a special day that day. And I look forward to hearing from you soon. Take care. Peace.